Question number 2 this week comes from a very loyal follower of the Star Wars Canon Podcast, Jamie Holbeach. You've heard that name on this channel before. Jamie says, "Hey Brian, just started a Star Wars society at my university. I'll definitely be sure to recommend this podcast to them all, as this is the best podcast I've found as of yet." Thank you very much, brother. I do appreciate that. And Star Wars Society, that sounds freaking awesome. I wish I had something like that when I was in school. Let's see here. Just a really quick question about Triple Force Friday. What do you think of all the merchandise coming out? I love the look of them personally, especially the Funko Pops. A lot of the Black Series figures look awesome too, like Second Sister. Thanks in advance. Thanks for the question, Jamie. And yeah, Triple Force Friday was this past weekend. This is actually Sunday morning that I'm recording this. Yeah, Triple Force Friday was like 2 days ago. And I usually make it a point to go out on Triple Force Friday on Thursday night at midnight to kind of get the toys and kind of see what's going on. And I was not real impressed with the way they handled Triple Force Friday this year with Force Friday. I really wasn't that impressed. Now, what you said about the Funko Pops and the Black Series figures, you are not wrong. I've got a buddy in Ohio, Danny Sanderson, who is just over the moon with Funko Pops. The Funko Pops look cool. They're starting to get a little more articulated, they're getting cooler than just standing there in one pose. And you guys know how I am with the Black Series. I absolutely love the Black Series, and the figures are looking even better. Now that they're doing like the laser scanning of the faces of the actors and stuff, they're gorgeous. But Triple Force Friday this year, I feel like, and maybe you guys don't agree with me on this, maybe you do, I feel like it was a bust. I've been seeing YouTube videos for the last several years, talking about how the toy industry for Star Wars is dead and all this stuff. Right now, the only things that Star Wars can sell toy-wise that really are still doing well are Black Series figures, Funko Pops, and Lego. Nobody gives a damn about anything else, really. Nobody seriously even cares about anything else. And now they've done away with the 3 3/4 inch figures. Now they're doing, I think it's a 4-inch figure or a 4.5-inch figure now that look like animated versions of the characters. Nobody's going to care about those. You might. But the bulk of fans are not going to care about these figures. What else did they come out with that I was seeing? They're re-releasing all the films with uniform covers. $22 a piece for Blu-rays. I'm not going to spend $22 on 11 Star Wars movies just so they all match. That's $220. Actually, it's more than that. $242 for all of them when I have them already. It's just, now they're doing Black Series mystery boxes. And don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of the Black Series. But I don't want to buy a mystery box for $30-$40, open it up, and have a figure in it I already have. Or, and then you buy 3 of them and you get 3 of the same figure. It's possible. It's just some of the toys that they're coming out with are not doing it the way they should be. And maybe the toy industry is dying. Maybe people aren't that interested in Star Wars toys anymore. The Black Series is really big. Lego is really big. And there's a serious cult following of Funko Pop followers. I'm not one of them, but I'm not going to knock you. I got a couple of Funko Pops. I got a Jabba with a Slave Leia. I bought it just because it had Salacious Crumb in it. But Triple Force Friday this year, and it wasn't just for one piece of Star Wars material coming out. It was for 3 things. It was for a movie, a video game, and a TV show. This was supposed to be the biggest Force Friday ever. And it fell kind of flat. Kirsty and I went to Wichita yesterday. We stopped at a Target, and I wanted to look and see kind of what they had released. And I found some of the Black Series. I found the Rey and the Kylo Pops, and some of the Lego sets and whatnot. But I really wasn't wholeheartedly impressed with what they released. I wasn't. I don't know what it was. There was hardly. Other than Black Series, there wasn't a whole lot of Mandalorian stuff. There was a couple Lego sets, but there wasn't a whole lot. The only thing for Jedi Fallen Order I saw at all were Black Series figures of Cal Kestis and the Second Sister. And everything else was Rise of Skywalker, and it wasn't even a whole lot. And the problem is, look, don't get me wrong, I love Star Wars. I love the Black Series and all this stuff, right? I love Star Wars. But one of the things I feel like their marketing is doing wrong is putting these figures out before you know a damn thing about any of the characters. As an example, right? So let's see. Which one was it? There was one, Phasma. Let's use Phasma as an example, because this is a great example. Captain Phasma, for when Episode 7 was coming out, was front and foremost in the marketing for that movie. Everybody said, oh, she's going to be the new Boba Fett of the series. Nobody's going to know what she looks like. She's going to be this badass chrome stormtrooper. And look at how she was handled. Everybody got excited when they saw the trailer for Last Jedi. Oh my God, Phasma and Finn are finally going to fight. They're finally going to go head to head. Phasma was in it for literally 3 minutes. That's a great example. And people bought Phasma stuff like crazy, and then she was barely in the movie. So I take pause at buying Star Wars merchandise on characters I don't know a damn thing about yet. Cal Kestis, I'm sure Jedi Fallen Order is going to be a great game. I'm sure it's going to be. I'm so looking forward to that next month. I cannot wait. I'm going to sit down and do a playthrough on the YouTube channel of that game live. I cannot wait to do it. But I'm not going to buy a Black Series figure of Cal Kestis just yet. Because that game might come out, and there's a possibility. It's not a real great possibility, but there's a possibility I might hate that guy. I might hate the kind of character he is. I might hate what he does. I might hate who he is. I don't think it's going to happen, but I don't want to buy a $20 figure and then go, well, fuck that guy. You know what I mean? The Inquisitors, I'm sure, are going to be sick. It's cool to have an Inquisitor Black Series figure. But when it comes to, if you'll notice, they didn't do a lot of Black Series figures for the new characters in The Rise of Skywalker. Like Kerry Russell's character, they don't have a Black Series figure of her yet. They didn't do a Rose yet because they know the backlash that came off of Rose from Last Jedi. But Rey and Kylo were really the two big, Rise of Skywalker figures that came out of Force Friday for the Black Series. I don't know why they're releasing all these toys for characters we don't even know yet. You know? And as cool as Mandalorian looks, don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting here and trashing Mandalorian. I would never do that. I'm sure Mandalorian's going to be sick. But what if Mandalorian came out and it sucked? Then you've got all this Mandalorian merchandise that you bought, and you're like, well, what the hell am I supposed to do with this now? So I don't know why they put the toys out to show you some things that are going to be coming out in the movie, and I feel like it should be the other way around. So that's just my opinion. But Force Friday, I think, fell flat this year. It was for 3 mediums, and it fell flatter than what the Last Jedi toys did. So I could be wrong. Maybe you guys disagree with me. Let me know. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on what was going on. But I did see a lot of videos, too, on Facebook of people going to Force Friday events, and there wasn't a whole lot out. There was, tables around with some stuff on it, but it wasn't an event like it was. So let me know, guys, what did you think of Force Friday this year, and do you think it was handled correctly? Thanks for the question, Jamie. I do appreciate it.